everyone, ZeroJD here with the XBLA Fans channel. Here you get a quick taste of One Finger Death Punch, a game where you murder people with either the X button or the B button, depending on where they're standing in relation to you. This game is actually a lot more complicated than that. It's the very base of it is what I just said, but they have a bunch of spins on that, including like these little mini games where you're almost doing a sort of Dance Dance Revolution kind of thing, or enemies with multiple health bars, or enemies that dodge projectiles, and even these little areas where you're running and just beating the loving hell out of enemies. Anyways, I've gotten to this sort of tutorial, which is about 16 levels, and then it kind of throws you into this area here, and I've completed some of the levels here. As you can see, there's little stars over them, and those usually equate to how many times you miss. And then we have survival mode, which is what you think it is. You have skills, which I'll explain later. And then you have even more. So here's your training. There's a gauntlet, get as far as you can with 1 life. Cooperative mode, a no Luca, no mode, where you're actually fighting and then the screen will be blocked off by a cat. Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, this has a lot to offer. It's really, really enjoyable as well. So let's actually go to levels just so I can kind of, no, let's, hold on. So in the levels, you unlock skill points, like I was saying before, and skills can come up as these different passive abilities. Let's say you'll find a shuriken, and when you get one shuriken, you'll get additional ones. Most of the ammo things are the same here, and then you'll get these, as you beat enemies, these little pictures will fill up, and when they fill up, they'll automatically be used. Like the one I have the most points into is increases my attack range. You'll actually see at the bottom I have these 2 bars. Once the enemies get within a certain range of them, I can attack them. This ability, once I believe I kill enough enemies, will increase my attack range for a little bit, but let's show instead of say. So this level over here actually gave me an extra point, so you want to kind of go off the beaten path. Yeah, let's go ahead and here. Alright, cool, so I can pause. So you can see at the bottom, I have my little abilities here. Once they fill up, I will get the ability. Upper left, you can see the bonus speed and stuff like that. As you do better, the game will increase its speed. And then at the top left, you see the misses, and then the top middle is my health. Under that is the amount of enemies I have to murder. And then you'll see at the bottom, the main point of this game is to attack enemies within those bars. Once they get within those bars, they are within your killing range. So let's go. X, A, B, 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 X. And as you see as I'll play, I will probably miss a lot because I have to talk as well. Just murder that dude. And here's that kind of Dance Dance Revolution thing. All these are actually really, really well tutorialized when you get to them in the sort of intro area of the game. Each one has a level that lets you practice it. The main thing that this game does really well is make you feel really, really cool. Here's some speed. Got a sniper rifle. And then when I'm done with the sniper rifle, I just throw the sniper rifle because I am awesome. So this is a boss. He has multiple levels. He's gonna dodge around. I'm gonna punch him, murder him, and then we're done here. Oh, there's a miss. And as you can see, some of the enemies have 2 life bars, which means I have to hit them once, twice, and then they're super dead. And this dude here, there's a train in the background. There's a Mortal Kombat fatality behind me. Got a flail now. Who knows where that came from? It's mine now. So as you can see, there my range has gotten bigger because I killed a certain amount of enemies. Oop, there we go. So you can see there my effective range has increased. Murder all these dudes. Oh, missed. It makes you feel really cool when you pull it off perfectly. And yes, I can customize my character. I'm glad you asked that. We'll go do it in a second. Like I said, I missed 3 times, but I still got all the good fun stuff. So I can go over here and I can customize. It's very basic, but still, it was fun. It's fun. So let's do survival. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do no Luca, no mode, so you can understand the weirdness of this. So, not sure if you remember way back when Xbox, before ID at Xbox, there was Xbox Live Arcade. And they had these weird games in them, and one of them was No Luca No, where you're trying to eat cereal, and you keep shoving this cat out of the way. So, we're gonna just play like normal here. Oh, it's Luca! And you can't really see what's happening on the bottom there because Luca's in the way. Sooner or later, though, the hand will push Luca away and everything will be fine. But just imagine this peaceful bowl of cereal and Luca trying to take your cereal. Look at this sword. Luca does not care what we're trying to do, and anyone who has a cat will fully understand the pain of no Luca, no. Because if you have a cat, your entire life changes to center fully and only around that one animal. So what you can't see is one of my perks popped, and I have a sort of chest of weapons at the bottom, and it is giving me multiple different weapons. Come on, Luca. Why do you do this, Luca? Is there a way? Oh, I can play with the bumpers. Come on, Luca. You need to like get out of here, Luca. But you get the idea. We're gonna go back to the tower. All right, bye, Luca. Throw the gun. But you get the idea. That's no Luca no mode. It's essentially just survival. And then a cooperative. I haven't gotten to try that. Gauntlet is what you think it is. But let's go to survival and see how far I can get. And of course, you can increase the speed and stuff like that, which is kind of neat. So if I wanted to, I could totally play this with just one finger, just my thumb. I wonder it's that scythe. Deflect, throw, punch, murder, murder, murder. There we go. But yeah, I also enjoy the music. It's pretty much what I would have playing in my head if I ever got into, or my imagining of myself if I got into a cool anime fight. Cool boss music fighting. Oop, that wasn't good. There are leaderboards for people who are into that kind of thing. I don't know why they keep sending breakable things behind me. Maybe it's because it's the theory if you throw an enemy through an item, it's about 5 times cooler. Oh, this is a long one. Here it goes. Ooh, Tonfuzz. Let's get him. There we go. So this will just go on. I'll just, as long as I can survive. I backhanded that dude. And at least the way that they have placed the actual bar for where you can attack enemies, I've always said that a lot of these games, these kind of spectacle fighters, or sort of, this is at its core, this is a sort of rhythm game. You really don't get to enjoy the stuff that's in the background because you're so focused on what's happening in the foreground. This has made very much sure that you're not having that issue. Yes. Let's murder everyone. Oh, missed. Oh, struggle. Oh yeah, also there's lightsabers, by the way. I believe they are called power weapons. And I'm going to say this right now. Any movie, video game, or anything like that that has you, when you run out of bullets, throw the gun is an amazing thing. I think there's a scene in John Wick where he runs out of bullets and he smacks someone in the head with a gun. I don't remember. All the John Wick movies have blended together into this one giant awesome fight sequence in my head. Except for the scene in the third one where he smacks a horse and caves someone head in. That just makes me grimace whenever I think about it, and it's still awesome. Get rid of that bullet. But yeah, that's the survival. It would just go on and on. I've gotten pretty high up in there. But yeah, I would highly, highly recommend this game. One Finger Death Punch 2. It is pretty freaking great. Let's go in. Let's see. Contact the devs. They're awesome. Let's check out the leaderboard and see how I'm doing. Aw. I don't think any of my friends have played this quite yet. So where am I? I'm probably not even on here. Is that? No, I'm not even on here. I'm not even good enough to be mentioned yet. No lookup mode is such a weird mode. But yeah, you don't really have to like worry about anything until it gets closer, and then of course you just murder them. I am ZeroJD. This is the XBLA Fans channel. This is One Finger Death Punch. This is great. I really enjoyed it. I would highly suggest it, and I think that the way that the devs have done it, so you actually get to enjoy the spectacle while playing, is great. Thank you, and have a nice day. Goodbye.